Yeah, so today we're here, joined by Zaid Ride himself. Thank you
What's
for
up,
coming.
guys? What's up, everyone? Very
Um,
changing history today.
yeah, so Zaid, let's start off with who you are
Okay,
and
so
why are you here today?
so who am I? I'm just just a regular uni graduate, nothing special. But why am I here is because I think I have a plausible vision, a plausible solution to our society today.
Right.
Um,
Okay. Can you explain what that is?
yeah, so pretty much it's kind of like AI communism. Like I know AI is not at that level yet, but um, eventually it will take jobs, and it is kind of like indirectly taking jobs now. Um, but like in the near future, it will take jobs. So when it does take our jobs, I believe that like the government should just give us money, and like we just live in like a luxury like society where everyone is like materially like wealthy, you know. And it's really not like a fantasy anymore. Like it actually could be a possibility.
Yeah, I mean the actual reason we started this podcast is because me and Zaid would argue about how viable this AI communism is and how close AI is.
Yeah,
And that's why we've actually decided to do this podcast, is because instead of arguing on Discord for hours, we decided to share our views, right?
yep.
So yeah, my question is, how long do you reckon it'll take then for AI to take over
Okay,
jobs?
so I did make a prediction today. I think this year we will get like decent improvement to like white collar jobs. Like as in you will be able to tell an AI to like do something on your computer and it will be able to do it. Like it'll be able to click on your email or answer an email and like do that all fully. Um, it's not there yet. Maybe not this year, but within 2 or 3 years, you're gonna see probably disruption to white collar work. And like surely you agree with that as well.
Okay, so when you say disruption, how long? So how many years do you reckon? And how big of a disruption would that be?
Like I would say like okay, let's say white collar work, right? Even if it disrupts white collar work, that's still substantial enough to like cause a chaos because like
When you say disruption, do you mean take over all
as
white
in
collar
yeah,
jobs?
it will take as in it will cause layoffs because less humans are needed, right?
Yeah. Okay.
You agree or not?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely agree that in the sense that AI at the pace it's going, it's going to definitely replace plenty of jobs.
Yeah.
But the extent of how much that is, I'm not sure. But you're saying that essentially it's going to replace all jobs.
It's gonna be substantial enough so that we need kind of like a shift in society.
Like what? What do you mean? Explain what you
Like
mean.
as in people are gonna lose jobs. A majority of people are gonna lose jobs. So what happens? How are they gonna get money?
Mm.
Just answer that. How are they gonna get money?
Well, they can't. They won't be able to.
Yeah. So you need some sort of radical like redistribution of wealth.
So your ideology is based off the idea that when AI, which is inevitable, comes,
Yeah.
what are people going to do when they lose their jobs?
Yeah.
So then, what is your
And not
solution?
only not only is it coming, like as in like it's far away. It's actually like
Near.
yeah, it's not far.
So then, what do you propose? What's your idea then?
So my idea is that fuck it, we can't stop this. So we just have to. We might as well just go balls to the wall. We might as well just accelerate it, like accelerate AI development. Like I even think that like obviously they're not gonna listen to me, just some random unemployed guy from London, but like I think that Microsoft, Google, all of them should just team up, make one like super AI, put billions,
Mhm.
and then like this AI will like replace jobs, and then basically the government will like tax the businesses and just start redistributing back. So it's kind of like
So it's like socialism essentially.
it will
Of
be socialism, gradual socialism at the start, and then like money will kind of like lose value,
mm,
basically.
because no one has jobs.
Yeah, because there's no need. Like the whole reason of money was introduced to facilitate trade, right?
Mhm.
When you don't need to trade anymore because everything's being provided by the government, money loses don't need it. Obviously, there's like rare resources and stuff, and there's services that like human services that you can't provide and stuff like that. But
So
like
wait,
for example, sex work will not exist. Sorry to go, but that's a good thing. Like I think that's a good thing, genuinely. Like, and I'm not saying this in like a way of like I'm judging them. I'm not judging these OnlyFans model, whatever. I don't care. But I'm saying
Mhm.
like do what you want. But I'm saying like I don't think you can have like actual consensual sex for money because
Okay.
then you're not doing it for you're doing it for the money. Do you understand? Like obviously you can, you're still consenting, but like you're not doing it because you want to do it. You're doing it for money.
Because you want to get paid.
Exactly. So I'm against sex work.
Okay. All right. Let's go back to the idea of. So you're essentially saying that it's going to take over the labor market.
Yeah.
So people will no longer have to work, right?
Yeah.
So then what will people do? So let me just say. So you're saying that essentially AI is going to take over. People are going to lose their jobs, and so there's no longer a need for the labor market because everything's provided by AI. Because AI will replace all the jobs, right? So then what? Yeah, exactly. What will people do?
Okay, like you could do what you want as long as you know, like you're not doing any like crazy stuff like rape and abuse. And
Okay,
stuff.
yeah. So, but isn't that just a utopia though? You know what I mean? Like you're essentially saying you can go wild, everyone do whatever you want.
But when I like utopia, like okay, it is utopia, but I'm saying like right now, the situation that we have is so bad. I don't know if you agree, but like I think we are kind of on the edge of a World War III, maybe. I don't know.
What in terms of like China and Russia
No, in terms
and
of like Middle East right now, like Israel's causing havoc. Um, the economy is bad. We're in a global recession. Like you've done economics, right?
yeah,
Are we like the economy's bad, right?
yeah. Overall, it's not looking good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. So something's gonna like change.
Okay.
And what people don't understand is that it can easily go left. Like utopia is not here because we're just like utopia is kind of like how can I say it? It's kind of like the immediate solution rather than we're just like it's like the only answer is utopia. Otherwise, we're gonna go to like hell.
So
Basically.
you're essentially saying we have to perfect life, or else it's just gonna go downhill.
No, I'm not saying, but I'm saying like it's so bad, so we need to get we might as well get the best because it's so bad. It can go so left. Do you
Okay.
understand?
Let me ask you. Okay. So what is that terrible about this world right now? Like, just
Okay.
list them.
Okay, like let me tell you something. First of all, I think like struggle between like poor and rich is becoming like more intense than ever because of social
The
media.
income inequality and like
Yeah,
the difference.
and because and you know why? Because people now like so the media generation and stuff. People are seeing like imagine being a worker. All you've known is working your whole life, like a Domino's worker or something, and then you go on TikTok and you see someone
just dancing,
like dancing
and
for like
making money.
millions.
Yeah.
You start to like how can I say this? You start to like think the system's ridiculous. So you just start like giving up. You know what I mean? You just there's no point. Why would you work all day if someone's dancing? Like people go crazy. So that my point is like we're reaching that. We're also reaching like big wars in the Middle East and stuff. Like the like crime in this country is like rampant. Like this society, like Asia is probably better now than the West in terms of like society. Like
So your view is that society is actually going downhill. It's stagnating quite a lot.
yeah, but not in the conservative sense that we have to like return to tradition.
Okay.
In that like we need a new solution type shit.
Right. And then your solution is that we need AI communism to take over so that everyone has like so to prevent, the catastrophe from happening. This is your solution.
Not to prevent catastrophe from happening, but more like I think that it is a viable solution to the economy, which is like a big part of like what's causing problems. You know what I mean?
Yeah, okay. But then let's talk about the idea of purpose for humans then.
Yeah.
Right? Humans, like, although they hate their jobs, a lot of people hate their jobs, right?
Yeah.
And if anyone works in corporate, you know that you hear complaints, you hear people talking about how little they're paid and stuff. But at least it provides some kind of purpose to them, right? But then if you remove their job, and this is on a macro level, right? You have to provide purpose and meaning for all these people, essentially.
Okay, like look, I'm not saying like what's better. Okay, so people who have a job right now, who work in McDonald's, is that purpose and meaning?
like this.
Yeah, is that purpose and meaning?
No, I
Exactly.
wouldn't say it's purpose and meaning.
Exactly.
But at least
so,
you're providing.
so there is no like purpose. There is no like you can't have you know what I mean? There's no like definitive answer for purpose.
So
Like,
you
I can't.
you don't think it's worth it at all to work at a company? But like, let's not talk about McDonald's, right?
And what did you say? You purpose? You're religious. Like you have an afterlife, guys. Now the lobby to the afterlife is just better. It's just nicer.
No, but okay, going into religion is very it's a very deep rabbit hole. But let's talk about let's not talk about McDonald's worker. Let's talk about someone who is passionate about their job. Let's
Yeah.
say some lawyer, right, who
Yes.
loves to fight crime essentially.
Yep.
Like he's passionate about say like helping innocent lives by beating cases of,
Yeah.
like unfair cases.
Yeah.
And you're saying that he can be replaced,
Yep.
right? But then he has such meaning in his life and
Yeah.
he's being replaced by AI.
Yeah.
Then what does he do?
Yeah. And that's the problem.
But he's found what he wants to do. He's happy, right?
Yeah.
What about for the people who are happy with their jobs?
And that's the problem. Like I don't. Okay, first of all, they can work for free. Like they can work if they enjoy their job. They can work for free
He's gonna. Okay, carry on.
because since they enjoy it, right? They would work for free, no?
Okay, carry on. You're saying too many people are defined by their job. Getting rid of that job allows people to explore who they actually are or what they want.
Yeah, and they can still do it. Like you can still fish.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
If they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Like no one's stopping you, but I'm saying like, to facilitate production on a mass scale, we will leave that to my man over here. You know what I mean?
Okay. So you're essentially saying like, you're essentially relieving humans of their need to work so that they can focus on more creative stuff, more like more human aspects of life.
Yep.
But so you're essentially getting rid of the machine part of humans by doing labor and job market stuff.
Yeah.
Hello? So you're essentially saying that humans are we're gonna replace the machine part of humans.
Yep.
And
To actual machines.
to
Yeah.
real AI machines, so
Yeah.
that humans can focus on their creative side of whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
But I think the danger of that is that, like humans, I think that the reason why we're societal, or like we rely on the government is because if we're like unhinged, we're quite dangerous as humans. So I think it can lead to a lot of chaos if we're just allowed to do whatever we want, which has been shown throughout history, where there's been so many times that humans have been left to their own devices, chaos has happened, and then it always comes back to order of them joining together, growing a government. And so,
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like isn't what I'm saying the highest form of government? Like AI communism requires such strong government to like redistribute all the wealth.
So this is like the super government
This
that
is-
will just rule.
This is like the complete opposite. This is like the ultimate order, but not in an authoritarian way. You know what I mean?
Mm.
This is it. But yeah, this is just the economic system. Like, but the issue is that just the economics. But
Okay.
but the issue is that the government will also like change structure. It has to because there's no money anymore. So there's different incentives. Like right now, I don't know if you know what lobbying is.
yeah.
There's so much lobbying in government that like certain people have influence, right? And like you can only really be like of course you can be a politician officially. Like anyone can be a politician if they just run, but everyone knows you have to be from an elite school.
Or you have to know a lot of people.
Exactly.
or-
Like
yeah.
there's so much elitism, right?
Okay.
I think this will like kind of remove that a little bit because it'll be more democratic. There's no money incentives anymore.
So you think that removing money removing money in general will create a system where people are just efficient? You think that's how it'll create that's how it will be? Or do you think that
Yeah.
AI is, because it's AI, is going to be as efficient as it can be?
I mean, the thing is that you need money to facilitate trade, right? What other things do you need money for?
Well, to get what you want
Yeah,
for the correct value.
basically to facilitate trade. But the thing is that there is a finite amount of resources, right?
Mhm.
Which is a problem. But I think there is abundance. Like I think there's more.
With AI.
No, I think there's more than enough resources for everyone to live.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that in this current state as well, but I think it's not distributed because people
Yeah,
don't
because
want to, share what they have.
yeah, but it's also not that simple because it can't be distributed. If you gave everyone money, like production will be less efficient because when you give everyone money, they're not going to want to go to work because they already have money. So it's not that simple. You know what I mean? It's not all just greed. It's not all. It's
So
not.
you're saying that by replacing money in general, people will have no need to.
I mean, I'm a firm believer if you give everyone a nice house, nice car, good food every day from AI, it's all done for you. Why would you need? Do you really think people are just gonna go out of their way to like? I don't know. I don't think so. Because look at like rich societies, they don't really fight amongst themselves that much. Like violence happens in poor areas, right? It's a struggle to like get to the top and stuff.
No, I disagree. I think there's a lot of fighting in the top.
No, obviously,
Fight
but
for
like
power, fight to maintain their.
yeah, obviously, but I'm saying like, let's say even like rich areas, like in the UK, US, wherever, like rich suburbs are not low crime rate, right?
Yeah, but that's different. That's a very different argument, and that's a
Why?
very specific argument.
Why?
Because you're comparing reasons why people don't, because they have enough, right? Oh, so your point is that they have enough, so they don't want to fight.
Yeah, exactly. They don't need to.
So you're saying that if we provide for everyone,
Yeah,
then no one will fight.
yeah, it's a hypothesis. That's
But
my
then the
hypothesis.
idea is we can't create, because your view is that resources are like pretty much abundant, but my argument is that it's not.
It is abundant. It's not infinite, but it's abundant,
It's abundant,
but not infinite.
but not for everyone. As in, it's not like we can't just go and buy a car, right?
No, it is. That's my point. Is that it is abundant for everyone. Like everyone could have
No,
like
I
luxury.
disagree.
You don't think
no,
so?
no, it's because the system at the moment is that there's a small percentage of the population who has a majority of resources. Getting that resources from them is going to be your biggest problem, because how are you going to ask them to distribute evenly?
Because
And why should they?
I told you. Even the like, I'm more optimistic here because even the elites. Like
But
Elon
why
Musk,
should they? Though, like, what
because
is
they
your-
don't lose anything.
They do. They lose their status.
They lose
their power,
their status,
lose
but they
their
don't actually lose
influence.
any like material. Like they still live good.
Yeah, but
It's just pure like how can I say this? It would be pure selfishness at that point because they wouldn't lose anything.
yeah. But then your view is that people aren't selfish, right? You're essentially saying that.
No, I mean there's some people that are selfish and there's some people that aren't.
Yeah.
Like
I
same
think
with the rich. Like
I think people kind of lower the kind of disregard the view of the rich in the sense that the rich are still fighting when they get rich. Once they're rich, they're actually fighting more. They're more stressed about keeping what they have, rather than they're relaxing, they're just chilling. They're trying to maintain this status, right?
Mm.
So actually, I disagree. I think they fight more when they're rich to keep their money than distribute it. So because why wouldn't people have done it now? Why is it not evenly distributed right now?
because I told you, if you look what happened in Venezuela. He kept giving people money, so no one went to work. The economy collapsed because if you give everyone money, who's gonna take out the trash?
Right. Yeah.
Exactly. It's logically it fails.
So you're saying that by giving AI replacing production,
Yeah.
there's no need for like money.
Exactly.
So that people can evenly distribute and buy whatever they want.
Exactly.
Right. So that's your main
That's my main
ideology.
argument. The machine just takes care of everything.
Okay. So then, I have a couple questions for you
Yep.
based on that. So a lot of people might get angry at this, what you just said, because you're essentially saying, oh, there's a simple solution. A simple solution. You just have to tell the rich AI companies to just hand over the money and just speed up AI revolution, right?
Yeah.
But then how?
What
Is this podcast the main influence for that?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
is that our message?
And
that we're
also,
trying to
I've
get?
read like Sam Altman and Elon Musk, all these like main. They do believe in UBI, but they just don't call it communism. They call it like capitalism for all,
Okay.
which doesn't make sense. Like, how do you want? like how do you want whatever? Okay, I don't care if they don't call it communism. I really don't care about labels, but they care about giving UBI. So like they're down, I'm down, we're all down.
Yeah, but that's two people.
No, but as in that's the top. That's if the top say it, then the people under them they just follow the top. They just think that they're like always right.
Okay, Microsoft aren't related to that, which is arguably one of the biggest.
Yep.
Nvidia,
I think Microsoft's the biggest company right now.
yeah, Nvidia are not
Yeah.
saying that they will distribute.
No, but they
evenly
no,
or,
but
like, have a
Nvidia
UBI.
CEOs like don't learn to code, So what does that mean? That means AI is going to take jobs. So what does that mean? That means we need UBI.
Yeah, but
They
that's
know
not what they're
this. They're
saying.
not, and
No,
they,
no.
I don't think they're evil. Do you really think like Bill Gates is evil? I mean, there's conspiracy theories.
That's for another episode, but
No, but I'm saying, okay, I'm not saying Bill Gates is an angel, but I'm saying like these they're not really evil. They don't. I feel like they don't really care. Like they'll just give it UBI. Why not?
okay, can you look in the camera and tell these executives, AI company executives, what you want from them?
AI executives, we need you to accelerate development, replace jobs, and give us money.
Right. So that's your view. So that's your view. So they're gonna watch our podcast and be like, "Yep, this guy who's got this random guy who's got a AI McDonald's worker behind him they're just gonna listen to you."
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. I mean, we've got to start somewhere, right?
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. So I wanna ask you about like the generic public, like what their view is about what you just said, like the ideology that you gave. So let's give. We're talking about this earlier in the car. So like a normal Domino's worker, like we eat Domino's and stuff, right?
Domino's, yeah.
And
like a Pizza Hut driver, yeah.
Yeah. So he's got kids at home. He's got wife. He's a delivery man for Domino's.
Yeah.
The only thing, like he's just getting by.
Yeah.
Right. And then what do you think he's gonna think of your message or your ideology? Like you're essentially saying your job's going to be gone soon.
This is the interesting part. I actually think a lot of people will go crazy because they all realize that everything that they've done is like meaningless. Like they woke up every day, 6 a.m., brushed their teeth, all that effort just to like, oh, hey guys, we have a new economic. So wait, everything I did didn't mean anything. And
hey
that
guys.
I think is the biggest hurdle that like people are going to have to face. And that's reality. Like, this is why it's not simple. We might have even further problems in like the next society, but I'm saying like at least now we get rid of this shit.
Okay, so your message so far, like based on what you're saying, is AI is inevitable.
Yeah.
Jobs are going to be lost.
Inevitable and close.
Yeah. Okay. Inevitable and close.
Yeah.
Jobs are going to be lost.
Yes.
And so because of that, we need a solution.
Yeah.
Right. That's your message so far.
Yeah.
And your solution is to distribute all the money so that everyone's rich.
Yeah.
So my question to you now is, So my question to you, based on what you've said, is, jobs aren't going to be all lost at the same time, right? It's not going to be like a one month everyone loses their jobs and then everyone gets paid.
It's going to be gradual.
It's going to be gradual.
Yeah.
But that is the issue that I have, is because let's say that Domino's worker gets replaced, and then let's say hypothetically all jobs will be lost in 5 years.
Yeah.
Let's say, right? That guy loses his job in the first month.
Yeah.
What's he gonna do until every job is replaced? Because you can't give this guy money until every job is replaced, right? Because you have to get rid of labor before you can.
No, but you
money.
start gradually taxing. It would be like some gradual, like socialism, gradual UBI.
Okay.
Yeah.
But then what is that guy gonna do until it's all gone?
It's gonna require some really smart like people in government. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not a simple task, but it has to be done.
Right.
Like.
So you think that's a problem for future?
No, as in the logistics. You're just talking about the logistics.
Yeah,
of it. Like it's just gonna be gradual socialism until like 4.
So let's say this Domino's worker is gonna,
like he'll be laid off, and then like he'll get a bit of UBI. His friends will be laid off. The UBI will increase.
So kind of how we have our welfare system in the UK of the universal credit. So he'll just go on universal credit until everyone is replaced.
Yeah, but the universal credit will not be 200 a month anymore. You'll be able to buy some decent stuff with that.
Okay. So, but then my issue is that these guys, it's hard to, and I'm talking about logistics here.
Yeah.
Because let's say 10% of all jobs are replaced.
Yeah.
In the blue collar jobs, right?
Yeah.
And they're getting free money. So essentially, for them, the value of working is no longer there because they're just getting paid while you transition to this AI.
They're still getting a decent amount. Like, they'll hold out. They'll hold out.
But then
the economy won't collapse.
Okay, but the 90% see that these guys get paid like for doing nothing, and they're not going to just sit still and be like, okay, you know what, that's fine. We'll just wait our turn.
Because like people, they'll make it like you make a little bit more from work, right? It just needs to be done like mathematically correctly. It's not
right.
You know
so
what I
it's
mean?
like a slow transition, but you compensate people
Yeah, exactly.
until you get rid of
You
every
just
job.
like put the right money here, right money there. Like, doesn't, you know what I mean? And just tell people, guys, just wait. Like, we're coming for you. Just stay at your job for a few more days. Like, you know what I mean?
So I have another question actually based on that. So you said that, you know, everyone will have loads of money. They can live off, you know, they'll have what, Lambos, right? You said you said that they'll have like Lambo. Everyone
I
will
don't
have
know
a
if
Lambo.
like, yeah, I mean,
Everyone have
Lambos,
cars,
yeah, like
right?
it is fully like the whole concept is fully automated luxury communism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, everyone's going to be living in luxury, right?
Yeah.
But then what are you going to do with the assets that people already hold? So let's say I already have 2 houses, right? But then on this AI, you know, whatever,
Yeah.
what was it called? What was the whole thing called?
Fully automated luxury communism.
Yeah, on that, I get another house, right?
Yep.
So then now that I have 3 houses compared to, you know, someone who's just got in, he's got 1 house.
Yeah.
So then it's still
Basically-
unfair, right?
No, but there's gonna be so many houses that you're not really gonna like.
I mean, people are struggling to like. You know, there's a housing crisis right now in most
I know,
countries.
I know, but I'm trying to say like, there's gonna be
There's
like,
not enough land. There's just not enough
no,
land.
there is. There definitely is. Isn't
Yeah, but then why is everyone
can you
struggling?
hear like the whole world can like fit in Texas?
Really?
Yeah. Like the whole world's population can like fit in Texas. Like there's land. There'll be so much like nice houses being built with this AI. Like people can be creative. They can build their own houses and stuff.
So you know,
It does sound a bit like a Minecraft creative world, but like, you know what I'm saying? But like, I'm trying to say like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, therefore has to be some government. I'm not saying there's no government. There has to be some control over like who gets what gets what. But it also does have to be radically like equal and like, you know what I mean?
so
Egalitarian.
like for example, London is very populated, right?
Yeah.
Like one of the most populated cities in the world.
Yeah.
So you're saying that because people don't have to work, they don't have to come into London to work anymore. They can live
just
in
go to
like
another city.
East Midlands.
Exactly.
Have
And
a nice
even
house
that,
there.
Even that will probably like be filled with skyscrapers and stuff. There'd be so much efficiency. But then who controls what builds? That's where like there has to be a government. You know what I mean? And then
So there's
they'll
still
just-
going to be a government.
Yeah, it'd still be a government, but it'd be like really democratic. Like the people vote. What do you want this area to be like? You know what I mean? They're not gonna have to. You're not gonna have to vote on like everything every day. Like how are we gonna get water into here? Like obviously not. But I'm saying like the people who are interested in like the area, they will join the government. You
So
know
the
what
main system of AI and people having no jobs is going to be done by AI, but then there's going to be a separate government, well, like a joint government that decides the,
Yeah, like
the
just general
logistics
decisions,
of life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
it would be very democratic.
Right.
Very like that's like true democracy in my opinion. Like
What would you say to the people who say that your idea is way too unrealistic? In the sense that, like a lot of people, I think would say that you're far from reality.
yeah,
Like
and I don't really blame them because we haven't really seen an AI that can like really do like work efficiently. But as me, and I think you know, it's
Okay.
not far. Do you
okay,
agree?
so like, just can you describe what AI, like where has AI got to now?
Okay, so now, like, for example, I do programming, right?
Mhm.
It can help me with like 50-60% of my code.
So what
Okay.
what do you do? Like what do you create?
I make apps and websites. Let's say that.
Okay.
It can help me with like 50-60% of it.
Okay.
So technically, I'm halfway there to being gone, right?
Yeah.
If it can code, then it can do receptionist work, HR. Come on, like these people, I don't want to make fun of them, but like, what do they like? They just click like send emails and stuff. Obviously, they do more than that, but I'm saying that can really easily be automated. So if we start with even white collar, forget it. We don't need a human. We don't need a humanoid right now, like a robot that like does labor.
Okay.
If just white collar works, that is enough to cause a catastrophe, collapse.
Yeah.
Because that white collar jobs are like a good 30-40%.
I don't know.
I think I googled it. It's a decent amount. It's like 30% of the economy. Let's say that. Even if it's 30%, economy will collapse. 30% of people unemployed. 30% unemployment rate.
Yeah.
We're cooked. Like we're generally cooked.
Yeah.
So, and that white collar is not far. And also robotics is not far as well. You might think it is because we haven't seen like, let's say the ChatGPT moment for robots, right? We haven't really seen it. But I don't think that's far as well. It's probably like 5 years out, 3 years out.
So like, you know, for the people who actually aren't interested in AI at all,
Yeah.
who just, you know, they have no interest in it.
Yeah.
What would you say like the latest developments are for AI? like to kind of show how close it actually is.
Okay, so latest development is. Well, I'll tell you that the biggest company in the world, Microsoft, is with OpenAI, and they're like planning to build like $100 billion like super center for AI with Nvidia, which is the third biggest company. So the biggest companies in the world are going all in on this. So just know it's coming fast. It's gonna hit. It's gonna hit like a truck.
So you know Boston Dynamics.
Yeah.
They have they're working on robotics.
Yeah.
Right? Their robots, very impressive, I'd say. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's anywhere near being able to replace blue collar jobs.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to that?
Yeah, it's not. It's not. But that's the thing. It's like that's one of the whole points of this podcast. It's like they should acceright. Like they should.
That's your message. Just speed up.
They should
Chop,
speed
chop.
up. They should speed up because like people are waiting, right? Like people are literally waiting.
Okay. All right. What is your message to the people then? Like, what do you want the people
My
to do?
message to the people is to just take in this message. I know I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate. Like just like Grimes got a lot of hate. Okay, we'll play the Grimes video wherever or wherever.
Yeah, we'll put it in the link.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But my message is just take this in. Like just at least try and understand where I'm coming from. And if you agree with it, then fuck it. Let's actually just let's make this a reality. Like we are the people we've been waiting for, guys. You know what I mean? Like we can do this together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, then we're just at the mercy of like another like fascism. And it can happen. Like look at where we're going right now. We have a Zionist like takeover. Not takeover. That sounds a bit like Jewish conspiracy, anti-Semitism. I'm not that, but I'm saying like we can like have like a, you know what I'm saying? It could go wrong. That's my point. It can go wrong. It's up to us. You know what I mean? So like if we can actually like, if you take this message, you agree, then we can make our demands clear. We can tell these AI companies, look, everyone's waiting. Speed this up. Like speed this up. Give us the AI. Do it.
So in your view, people aren't aware, you know, because I'll be honest, I do agree with you that a lot of people hate their jobs.
Yeah.
I think that's a fact.
Yeah.
You know, everyone complains about their job. Everyone complains that they're not paid enough. But I don't think anyone's willing to do anything about it. Because that's just how people live.
And it's not that easy though. It's like you can't have contempt for all of them because like how are they? It's not that easy to just escape the matrix. Like, like I have a family to feed, bro. Like I can't.
Where is the value though in people doing things? What value do people get from doing things? And
What do you mean?
like, let's say, because you're essentially removing value, right? Because everyone's equal now. There's no value in anything.
Yeah.
But then what differentiates people then?
Okay, that's like differentiate people. Like, I don't know, man. Like, let's say you have nice clothes. Now, when you have nice clothes, it won't be
actually because you have nice clothes.
Exactly, it won't be because of status symboling.
Yeah, but nice clothes is also defined by societal views.
Yeah, of course, but you can never escape society. But it's just redefining what society like. It wouldn't like wearing nice clothes wouldn't be just to flex because I have more money than you.
Because it's expensive.
Rather look how artistic this is. You could have done it too with the same. Yeah, I still, you know what I mean?
Right. So let's say
more. How can I say this? It's more like genuine.
Genuine.
Yeah.
So you're essentially saying like removing the aspect of like money being why something's popular, why something is cool, or like fashionable.
Yeah.
Now it's just raw.
Now it's just straight.
If it's
like
fashionable, it's fashionable.
If you have good drip,
if
you have good drip, you're an artist. Like,
right.
Isn't that just such a nice way? And like,
that's a very nice point. Because it's like art. Like people are selling art for crazy amounts, which look ass. Like they look terrible.
Let me tell you a nice quote. It looks ass, but let it not deceive you. It is ass. Like they don't. When you see like these people wear like these like shitty oversized drip, like it doesn't look good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like it can't. There has to be some degree of objectivity, but that's another conversation anyway.
That's an interesting point because then art will be praised for a genuine artist.
Exactly. Like
rather than there's this backside of I'm trying to avoid taxes.
Yeah,
or
all
I'm
this
trying
like
to buy
snobbery and all this like snobbery of like you have to be like in these circles to like know like you know what I mean? Just dumb. It's just dumb.
So you're kind of bringing truth essentially to the world. That's a very interesting thought, you know. Kind of by getting rid of money, you're kind of freeing them from this shadow of, like
Yeah,
ulterior motives.
it's just the limits of capitalism. I'll be honest, and I'm not trying to demonize capitalism like fully. It has its benefits, but like it does obviously have its limits and stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah.
30 minutes. That's a good point. I like that. I
Jin,
actually really like
Jin,
that.
are you being I don't know, are you?
That's a nice point.
Jin, are we not onto something, man?
I think we are.
The thing is, it's like read a nice quote, like about like French Revolution, right? Like true revolution doesn't. We don't. I don't have a guarantee that this will go right. True revolution is like being stranded on a ship in the middle of a sea with no compass. We don't. This might not work. I don't know, but I'm suggesting it. You know what I mean?
Go.
I think like fuck it, we try it. Like
Take
you know
a
what I mean?
take a risk.
It can
Take a
go
shot.
wrong. It can. I don't know. Maybe I missed something. I don't know. But I'm saying like I don't know.
But I think, like, let's say, and okay, you're not gonna like this point, but let's say Elon Musk said exactly what you said.
Yeah.
Right. Do you not think that would be a much bigger impact?
Yeah, of course.
Right.
And he
But
did
then-
say what I said. People did agree with him. But
Yeah.
when his ex-wife said it, Grimes, they were like, "Oh, you're so dumb."
Yeah, but okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah, and that's just like typical meritocracy. Like people.
Yeah. People want, based on your merit, they'll trust you
Yeah,
more. They'll,
but that's like I think that's in my opinion the definition of corruption. You know why? Because let's say someone is like good at football.
Yeah.
They'll like then take his word for everything. They think because he's good at football.
no,
like-
I don't think so.
Okay, not football example, but let's say Elon Musk. Like he'll be like he'll just make a successful like car company, right? All he's done is make a successful car company, but people take his word at everything. Yeah, he has more industry experience, obviously, but I'm saying he's not an oracle. He's not all knowing. Like
Yeah, and I don't think people think
no,
of
but
him
they
as an
do.
oracle.
But they do because they agree with him.
But I think that's because the motive's different. They see it as a way to make money, so they believe what he's gonna say, rather than I really genuinely believe him. It's not a cult. He's not bringing a cult.
I know, but people were like, of course, but like people see Elon Musk and that because he said it, they'll agree with it. But
Yeah.
let's say, like for example, Grimes said AI communism. Elon Musk kind of said it. He said with UBI, people agreed instantly with Elon Musk. They didn't agree with Grimes, even though they said the same thing, right? So
But I think that is valid.
it's not though, because they're making the same point.
Yeah, but it's like let's say you're Ronaldo,
It's not, yeah,
right? And I'm just some random guy in
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia playing
Yeah.
football, and I say, okay, you've got to pass this way, pass that way,
Yeah.
and then score. Right?
Yeah.
And then you say something else.
yeah.
Who are they gonna believe?
They're gonna believe
You, right? Yeah,
Ronaldo. Yeah, but that doesn't mean he was wrong.
Yeah, but what? Like, there's too many factors to like.
I know
You don't
it's more
have enough time to consider
that's the
every
point.
human's
No, but that's
viewpoint.
yeah, I know, but that's the point. It's like they hate on. No, but that's the point. It's like you can tell it theoretically works. Like they agree with him because it makes sense to them, right? Like they agree with Elon Musk because it makes sense to them. So why doesn't it make sense when Grimes says it? Do you understand?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get your point.
It should. It doesn't.
But I think that's you can't like let's say okay, a very good example is Elon there's this video of Elon Musk showing around his space what's it called, SpaceX,
Yeah.
right? And some YouTuber was filming it with him.
Yeah.
And then he suggested something, essentially saying, "Oh, you should
Yeah.
what about some engine or whatever?"
Yeah.
And then Elon Musk realized that, oh wait, we need to add an engine to this.
Yeah.
So this random YouTuber essentially helped Elon
Yeah.
Musk, right?
Yeah.
But I see that I get your point. Like,
Marcus Brownlee or whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it isn't.
Yeah.
But, I see your point that anyone can help out and anyone can be right.
Yeah.
But there's the fact like he's only being able to tell Elon his thoughts because of his YouTube channel and him having the opportunity. Like he's done these.
Okay. So what's your point?
So my point is, people are rewarded based on what they do, right? That guy who was a YouTuber who turned out to help out Elon Musk was only in that position because he gained credibility and people like his content, right? He would not. Elon Musk isn't going to look on the YouTube comments
Okay, but
and
that's
look at
like
some random
that's
guy's opinion and be like,
that
yeah,
comes
you
to
know
like
what?
the logistics of like getting attention. Like
Yeah, that's the issue.
Yeah, but that's not my point. My point is like, let's say everyone is listening to Grimes and Elon Musk. They would still disagree with Grimes because they just, I mean, not everyone. Some people think she's right, but I'm saying like because they hate on like this. Like, who are you? It's a snobbish, like arrogant mindset. You know what I mean?
So what do you think? What you're saying? What should change?
It's that we shouldn't be like, how can I say this? There's like I think the biggest nightmare is not to have like a president like Biden. I think Biden is the perfect president. Although although I despise him for his Israel policies and all that, I think it's terrible in that. But I'm saying in his mannerisms. I think the perfect president is to have someone that's like completely incompetent rather than an expert, so
That's
that
a
people
crazy
can
thing
relate
to
to
say.
him and see that they need someone just like them, clumsy, like whatever, to sign the paper, to just sign. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
That's a crazy thing to say.
Because if we're left to the realm of experts, that's corruption, in my opinion.
What?
Because that's pure meritocracy. Like, you're just stuck in the realm of experts.
Yeah, but then you're completely disregarding value.
Yeah, but it's pure. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm saying experts are obviously useful where they need to be, but I'm saying when it's elevated to like the ultimate, like the experts make the decisions, like it's like elitism and stuff.
You think that's kind of ruining
You
the
need
whole point
someone
of
like
democracy.
Biden, although I don't like Biden. Someone like Biden to just be clumsy and just sign the papers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
the
who's
king as a fool.
who's Biden controlled by?
No, the king as like a fool. Like,
Yeah, but who's controlling the king?
no one. That's the point.
So you think America, Biden's just signing papers, being dopey, like just signing papers and doing.
Of course. You think this is like.
So no one's telling him, oh, you know what? I think
I mean, his advisors, yeah, but like, do you think that this is like conspiracy?
it is a bit conspiracy,
Yeah.
but like you don't think people are lobbying for?
No, they're lobbying. They're lobbying. Obviously, they're lobbying, but like, lobbying is influence. It's not control. He's not getting like sent to like a secret library at the end of the day. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, they just need to speed it up, man. Like the progress has been kind of slow. Like GPT-5 needs to come out, agents need to come out. I think agents plus GPT-5 will knock off white collar work. Like,
But I don't see why there's a need for acceleration. Like, why does it have to come
so
faster?
we get there quicker.
What? So that people will suffer less from their.
Yeah, like
terrible
every
jobs.
moment we miss is like we missed to lift our poverty type stuff, type shit. You know what I mean? And also the issue is, another big issue is that we're gonna need like some radical like global cooperation. for
Yeah,
this.
because this will not work on a scale of one.
Yeah,
It will
'cause you
not
can't have-
nationally work.
No, it will nationally work.
It won't.
It will, but like let's say it happens in the US, which is I think where it will start. They're gonna have like ridiculous power because like they have so much surplus, no one works and stuff. Like they're just gonna have so much power that you need to have global cooperation. Otherwise, no one's gonna export goods to you. You know what I mean? So you need global cooperation. You need like some degree of like globalism. I'm not saying like one world like dystopian government. I'm just saying like kind of like some global cooperation like under one banner. Okay, let's just
okay.
You know what I mean? Because the UN right now is a joke.
Yeah, UN. That's what I was
It's
gonna
a
say.
complete joke. Like it hasn't done anything. I'm not gonna lie to you. If I was in the UN, I'd just fire everyone there. Like they're just complicit in all kinds of like it's ridiculous. Like they don't like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But okay, let's talk about this global cooperation bit because you cannot have just
Cooperation, not corporation.
one
Cooperation.
cooperation. Yeah,
Global cooperation would be a nightmare. Yeah.
yeah. That's your nightmare.
That would be
yeah, that's your nightmare.
That would be a nightmare.
So global cooperation.
Yeah.
You need to have all these countries in peace. You essentially need peace across the globe
Yeah.
in order to implement this globally because it won't work
Yeah.
if only one country does it, right?
Yeah. Imagine
We're in
like having Iran and like
Exactly,
Israel
that's-
under,
that's
like,
the issue that we have.
Under like
No,
the same. Yeah.
Israel, Palestine, like even those, how are you going to
Yeah.
bring peace to those?
That's what I'm saying, and that it can only be solved by one. They're condemned to live with each other. We're condemned to live with each other. We're condemned to live in peace, not peace. But I'm saying like we're condemned to like agree.
Yeah, so how are you going to solve it though? Like it's say
That's what I'm saying. The only solution is that we have to come together. There's no other solution. That's
But-
the solution. There's no other way. Two-state solution. I'm radically against. I don't believe in it at all. I'm one state.
okay, you live in the
Yeah.
Western hemisphere,
Yeah.
right? And you know your problem is working. You hate working.
I
Right.
mean, that's not my problem.
No, that is
Okay,
your problem.
yeah, that's
right?
one
You don't
problem,
want to
yeah.
work, and you want this luxury life.
Yeah.
Like, let's look at someone in India.
Yep.
Right? They have like flipping bills to pay, food. They're not getting food on their plate.
Yep.
So that's the issue. Like, what you're trying to convince everyone in the world that this is a bigger, like, this is not even an issue that they consider. Like, they
Yep.
don't even have AI
No,
in
but
India.
it is because they work all day. Like people in India work all day. People in Africa, they walk miles just to like.
Yeah, but they don't
fix,
have
like, a door.
AI. They don't
Huh?
have AI in.
Yeah, but I'm saying when we bring AI, we'll export it to the other countries. They'll have AI take care of everything as
Yeah,
well.
that's